Hello, welcome to News Mongolian MNB World. I'm Jugdur Gambold. And for our top stories. The holiday season saw a surge in police calls, but a significant drop in fraud-related crimes. A soaring start for Mongolia's air transport sector in the year of regional development. Report highlights a Mongolian collector who possesses over 140 miniature versions of towers in his collection. For the news, stay tuned. During the bustling holiday season, marked by celebrations and festivities, the National Police Office reported a notable increase in emergency calls. Throughout the holiday period, a staggering 6,500 calls were received by the police department, revealing the multifaceted challenges faced by communities during this time.
Out of the total number of calls, 250 incidents were classified as crime-related, spanning a range of offenses. However, a significant majority, around 5,000 calls, were linked to minor infractions and rule breaking. These incidents, while not classified as serious crimes, indicate the need for increased vigilance and law enforcement presence during peak holiday periods. One striking trend emerged when comparing this holiday season to the same period last year. Fraud-related crimes, which typically spike during festive times, witnessed a remarkable decrease, plummeting fourfold. During the holiday period, a dedicated force of more than 6,000 police officers worked tirelessly to address the surge in emergency calls and maintain law and order in the community. This significant police presence aimed to ensure the safety and security of residents during a time when festivities often bring about unique challenges. In a parallel development, law enforcement officials expressed their growing concerns over the escalating trend of cyber crimes. During the last reporting period, the police first noted a concerning uptick in online criminal activities, requiring an increased focus on cybersecurity measures. A proactive approach to combating cybercrime involved the scrutiny of 96 Facebook profiles by specialized units. This targeted effort resulted in the prevention of 250 fraud or crime incidents. In addition to cybercrime prevention, the police force had to contend with issues related to public safety, including incidents involving intoxication. Over the holiday period, 300 individuals were apprehended for being under the influence, emphasizing the ongoing challenge of alcohol-related disturbances. Law enforcement emphasized the importance of responsible celebration and urged citizens to make use of designated drivers or use alternative transportation options.
The Ministry of Road and Transport Development has officially proclaimed 2024 as the year of development to support regional growth, outlining an ambitious target for facilitating the transportation of 2.2 million air passengers within the air transport sector.
In the inaugural months of 2024, the air transport industry witnessed a noteworthy surge with 124,500 international passengers taken to the skies, a remarkable 51% increase compared to the same period in the previous year. Concurrently, 33.5 thousand passengers were on domestic flights. Breaking down international travel patterns, a significant 29% of air travelers ventured to Seoul, South Korea, while 15% opted for Beijing, China. Other destinations included Fukuoka, Vietnam, Istanbul, Tokyo, Japan, and Hong Kong, accounting for 8, 7, 6.3, and 6% respectively. The remaining 28% explored various other destinations. Notably, over half of international passengers, totaling just over 50%, chose flights operated by the national air carrier MIAT Mongolian Airlines. Other major players in the market included Air China at 9.5%, Korean Air at 8.8%, Hunu Air at 7.3%, Air Mongolia at 6.8%, and Easynews Airway at 5.3%. The remaining 11% experienced air travel through various alternative carriers. The robust growth and diverse preferences in air travel signify a promising start to the designation of 2024 as the year of development to support regional growth.
Everyone has their hobbies, whether it's collecting stamps, banknotes from different countries, or something equally unique. In our next report, we focus on an individual who collects miniature versions of famous towers, boasting an impressive collection of around 140 of these architectural wonders.
Meet Atan Цагаан Жугдыр, a sports journalist and advisor to the Mongolian National Olympic Committee. Having grown up around the MNB TV broadcasting steel tower since childhood, he has developed a fascination for collecting famous towers. His collection boasts around 140 of these iconic structures.
I have had several collections from my childhood. First was postcards and some post stamps, pins, badges, and photos of the world sports star athletes, and so on. And from secondary school, I have started to collect this tower because I was living near the TV and radio tower. And when I was a child, I always thought how high is it and how I dreamed to climb on there, but not possibility, because tower is the very highest thing, and man must be put some highest goals like tower, and top on these towers, it means you can see all around there. And it will widen your knowledge and your all contacts. So it's very meaning. So I start to collect those towers.
Having traversed the globe as a seasoned sports journalist and advisor to the Mongolian National Olympic Committee, he has covered a remarkable 15 Olympic Games throughout his career. This includes 7 Summer Olympic Games, 6 Winter Olympic Games, and 2 Youth Olympic Games. Furthermore, his linguistic prowess is equally noteworthy as he fluently speaks around 10 languages. Alongside his global travels, he has amassed a collection of over 140 miniature versions of towers, adding to his diverse array of worldly treasures.
Now I have 100 more towers, plus some those very famous statues. Also, just high building. They are real towers, high buildings, statues. And all. The most memorable is that, of course, this Mongolian TV tower, who made and donated by a group of students who studied in the Siberia, and especially donated to me. And also, this is given by the Assistant Secretary of the Nazarbayev. It's very unique tower in world tower system, and also many memorable towers. Even this Twin Tower in the New York we have, and towers from the Europe, Arabic, and Australia, New Zealand, and all possible towers is collected here. Yeah, every tower has own history, and so it will be endless. So I like all my towers, like my very valuable collection.
Atan Цагаан Жугдыр's passion for both sports journalism and his tower collection exemplifies his diverse interests and remarkable dedication. With a career spanning numerous Olympic Games and speaking fluency in multiple languages, he continues to inspire both colleagues and enthusiasts alike with his tireless pursuit of excellence. His travels around the world have not only enriched his reporting, but have also provided opportunities to add miniature versions of towers to his collection, showcasing his deep appreciation for cultural diversity and worldly treasures.
Siberia.
Please take a look at currency exchange rates provided by the Mongol Bank. Now here comes foreign news partnered with international news agencies. British Foreign Secretary David Cameron said Wednesday that nothing is more important now than a strong support for Ukraine as it fights off Russian President Vladimir Putin's illegal aggression. Cameron, speaking to reporters in Sofia, said support is not just a matter for European, but also for global security.
After Bulgaria, Cameron will visit Poland before attending the Munich Security Conference, where he is expected to urge allies to boost defense production for Ukraine. Discussions during Cameron's visit will include how to strengthen Ukraine in the war now, ensure it wins if Putin prolongs hostilities, and lay the foundation for Ukraine's long-term future, his office said.
First and foremost was our staunch support for Ukraine as they fight off Putin's illegal aggression. I think nothing is more important. It's not just a matter of European security, it is a matter of global security. Putin thinks he can outweight us and outlast us, and we're going to prove him wrong. We know that we are on the right side of fighting off this illegal aggression. All we need to show is that we have the political will. If you add up the countries that support Ukraine, we outmatch Russia economically 25-1. All we have to do is to make that economic strength pay. And I hope that happens in Washington in the coming hours, and I know that we have a strong ally here in Bulgaria.
The exchange of opinions and ideas on how to deal with challenges is extremely important to us.
The main topics were from our bilateral and Euro-Atlantic agenda. Here are a few highlights. First of all, our joint support for Ukraine continues. It is financial, military, humanitarian, diplomatic, and political. Cameron also urged members of the U.S. Congress to approve more aid for Ukraine, noting that Britain has announced its support package for the next year, as has the European Union. U.S. President Joe Biden on Tuesday called for House Republicans to urgently bring $95.3 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan to vote, warning that refusal to take up the bill passed by the Senate in the morning would be playing into Putin's hands. Cameron will also witness joint work taking place in illegal migration in Bulgaria. This will include visiting border force officials in Sofia to learn about UK-Bulgaria cooperation aimed at disrupting the supply of small boats and other equipment destined for illegal channel crossings. According to British government information, up to 50% of people using the Balkans as a migration route into Europe are believed to come through Bulgaria, which has become the main transit route for equipment used to facilitate small boat crossings in the channel.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying tuned. We'll see you next time with more news and updates. Have a good day.